Hey, if you're an educational content creator or you want to become one, or maybe you just like making videos and sharing your knowledge with people about a subject that you like, this is going to be for you. And if you want to figure out how to turn that into dollars every single month, this is definitely going to be for you. I'm going to teach you in minutes what took me a year to learn. Now, how am I going to do that? Well, I've already made 2.5 years worth of mistakes, and I have built this thing called a community. As you can see, has 748 members in it. And I've done that over the last 2.5 years. But more importantly, I've taught people how to do it much quicker than me by teaching them how to do it. I learned this is by being in this free cohort where 4,000 people applied, and I was one of 100 people chosen to go through this special training where the average creator created an additional $15,000 in income because of it. Now, this is not an income claim. I'm not promising anything, but I'm just telling you what our experiences were. Okay, so what we're going to cover here is the basic concept of value, what this means to you, how you can take advantage of it, and why this thing called communities and school is the way you want to take advantage of it. So the first thing we're going to talk about, and I never understood this, I'm just going to be totally honest with you. Even though I had quote unquote businesses in the past, I never got this. But the basic concept of value is people pay for solutions to problems. That's it. Anything you've ever bought, whether it's a physical product, any sort of knowledge that you acquired, it's just a solution to a problem. And once you understand that and you understand the psychology behind all of that, you will realize that you can do this as well. Because all you have to do is save people something. Save them time, save them money, save them headaches and stress. And one I didn't put down here as a bonus is if you can figure out a way to make them money, they'll pay you even more. So what does this mean to you? Well, basically it means that you have existing knowledge, especially if you're my age. You have existing knowledge, and it has tremendous value because you have had a profession, you have gone through some sort of personal problem, or you have something that you're just really passionate about. And that can be anything. It doesn't have to be anything business related. It could just be something that you enjoy doing. So you can help people who you have maybe helped before. If you've ever had anybody that said, hey, let me pick your brain about something, that's something that you qualify to teach others about. Or people like you. In other words, you've been through something, you're on the other side of it now, and you can help others. And you don't have to be some sort of nationally or internationally known expert. You don't need a podcast. You don't need to have written best-selling books. The simplest way that I can explain this to you is a friend of mine that was in this community that I have said to me once, to a first grader, even a third grader is a genius. And if you really let that sink in, you'll realize that if you're just a couple steps ahead of somebody else, you can help them. And then you can also help people that aren't being served. In other words, if they have some sort of problem and nobody's solving that problem for them and you do, that's what we call an irresistible offer that they cannot refuse. But how do you take advantage of this? Well, you've been through life. You've lived through some stuff. And what you may not realize is all that you need to qualify to help other people is anything you've done for 1,000 hours or maybe less. You've read 5 books about a subject, or you've had some sort of provable result that you can share with other people. And if you do that, believe it or not, whether you can wrap your head around this or not, that makes you a subject matter expert. You literally know more about that subject than 99% of the world, and that's what makes you qualified to teach it to other people. So how do you do this? Well, you give away information, and think about it like high school. Think about it when you were in high school, you got taught a bunch of very surface level generic information about a bunch of subjects, right? And high school, unless it was a private high school, you didn't pay for it. It was free. But then if you went to college or you went to a trade school, you got more in-depth information about that subject, and you maybe even had somebody help you so you could speed up your knowledge about that subject. There was somebody there to give you support and provide accountability for you. That's a college level of knowledge and support with a subject. And that's what you're doing. You give away information to attract people, and then you sell help with the implementation of that knowledge so you can speed up their transformation, give them support and accountability. And that's as simple as it is. It's not more complicated than that, despite what we try to tell ourselves. So why school for this? Well, school is something called a community-based software platform. There's 18 million users on this. They are averaging 350,000 people a day searching for communities that they can join in this thing called school discovery. So there are literally 350,000 people a day searching in here saying, I want to learn more about pickleball, or I want to learn more about calligraphy, or I want to learn more about menopause for women, or I want to learn more about dance, or any other number of subjects, because you have hobbies, you have music, you have money, you have spirituality, you have tech, you have health, you have sports, you have self-improvement, and you have one more, which is relationships. And if you have any advice that you can share with anybody, you can create your own school community. And when you go into school and you go into these different communities like mine, that you have a message board or a place where people can offer feedback, they can post, they can ask questions, they can post assignments. If you give people assignments to help them learn a particular thing, you can have a classroom where you can put pre-recorded videos in there for people. You can have live events where people will gather together live inside the platform, and you can teach them different things and answer their questions. And then you also have a leaderboard where you can encourage people to be active in your group and give them rewards for being active in your group. And you even have a map feature so you can see, look at this. This is crazy to me that this little community that I started 2.5 years ago has people all over the world in it. And it's only because I did one simple thing. I made videos. I had a little tag here that told people that they could join my community and get a specific result. And then at the end of my videos, I said, if you want more information, go here. And that's it. That's all I've done for 2.5 years to build this community. So why school is because it gives you the ability to create free value. Now, if you create free value for people, they will know you, they will like you, and they will trust you way more than somebody who's trying to sell them something. So then you can put it on YouTube because it's the best and it's the most monetizable audience by far. Then you put that simple call to action in with each video and send them to your school community. There's no need for funnels. There's no need for any of these major tech tools. It's simplicity, community, and monetization all in one place. All your content lives there. You can go live there. You can store videos there. You can do everything you need and your income because school handles all the money from you. It's all in one place. So imagine all your members chatting, learning, meeting one another, connecting with one another, and buying in one place. No big audience, no guru status, no tech experience, no ads, no tech stacks, no large expense. You just attract people with free content, you convert them, and you retain them. So imagine 100 people paying you between $49 and $99 a month, or 500 people paying you $25 a month. Doesn't matter how you slice it. It's however you want to set it up. And it's so incredibly easy to put a price inside of a tier, inside of a community, and offer that additional level of support to people that they'd be willing to pay for. So now that you have all this information, you're probably asking yourself, what now? You do what most people do, and that's nothing, right? The second choice you have is you can try to figure this stuff out on your own, and you'll probably get frustrated and quit because you're going to have questions and there's nobody to answer them. Or I will walk you through this step by step in our challenge. And the challenge is free, doesn't cost you anything. The only thing you have to do is set up an account on School if you don't already have one, and then you have to join my community so you can take the free challenge. That's it. So if you're ready to simplify and build something that lasts, you can join my upcoming 5-day challenge. The link is in my description, or you can comment 5 days at the end of this video if you're done with the overwhelm, the online business lies, and all the course sellers who forget you as soon as they get your credit card. So if you liked this, you can check out lots of other videos on this channel, and we'll see you inside the group if you decide to join.